The universal law of cause and effect states that for every effect, there's a definite cause. In turn, for every cause, there's a definite effect. Your thoughts, behaviors, and actions create specific effects that manifest and create your life as you know it today. You're tuning into the Cause and Effect podcast, where we discuss society and culture the best way we know how.
¿Qué lo que?
¿Dónde fue que vino eso, loco? Oh, man.
Vamos a ver.
La única derrota es rendirse. Lo demás solo es parte del camino. Mami, si se tiran no le abran la puerta. Quieren ver dónde que clavó la merca. El diablo no conversa y el enemigo rápido te hace su vuelta. Mami, si se tiran no le abran la puerta. Quieren ver dónde que clavó la merca. El diablo no conversa y el enemigo rápido te hace su vuelta. Por un motivo, mi hermano necesita inspiración. Mi madre siempre reza para que salga la misión. Lo hago de corazón.
Me dicen que ese tigre es del bloque, hay que apoyarlo. Me dicen que es de allá, del Mao, del Cambrón.
Oh, sí.
Villano Bronx.
Suena duro esa.
Estamos activos. ¿Qué es lo que es? Cause and Effect Podcast. La causa y efecto. Estamos activos. I'm your host, Chico, accompanied by my guys, Ralphie. We got Jump Out in the building. ¿Qué es lo que? ¿Qué me cuentan? ¿Qué me cuentan ustedes?
La vida, loco.
Está buena.
Muchacho.
Está buena la vida.
A veces se siente bien, maní, tranquilito.
Tranquilo que te como una foto.
En meditation.
Tú sabes.
Tú sabes.
Jump Out en meditation.
Tú sabes, Guachupita Record.
Hay que vaquear para la gente para ese récord.
Vamos a firmarlo. Vengan para acá. Estamos aquí firmando gente, Guachupita Record.
Adiós.
Le estamos dando un palito de queso y 3 yaniqueques.
Adiós, muchachos. Y eso nomás para empezar, loco. Adiós.
Y una fundita de agua.
Oye, esa fundita de agua bajaban durísima.
Mi hermano, wow.
Tú sabes tú jugando basquetbol, mediodía, esa fundita de agua bajaban durísima, corriendo para el colmadón. Oye, una fundita de agua.
Word up, yo.
Man.
Y también los helados que ponían en fundita también. Ellos hacían helado de
fundita.
Había,
tamarindo, todo eso, loco. Había todo tipo de helado.
You haven't been
hurting
so bad, right? You ever took dámelo aguado y coge un pan y mojar el pan con el malito.
I never did that.
You never did that.
And that's a struggle, man. I come from the struggle, man.
Yo nunca he probado esa vaina.
Mira, para los tigres de ayer, que malito con pan, you hear me?
Yeah. Que malito con pan.
Que malito con pan.
¿Tú has comido añuga perro?
What the heck is that?
Los panes esos, they thick as hell, like the bakery. Esa vaina, loco, tú te comes un pedazo, tengo que bajarlo con agua. Los caballitos y eso, los añuga perro. I don't even know the real name. That's how much we would just say that name for that.
Yo creo que pan sobao, el que es bien popular allá.
Pan de agua.
Pan de agua,
right?
Yo, bro, you dip that shit in juice, my nigga?
Pan de agua and hot chocolate is different.
Oh, yo, you took it there. That's what we talking about.
Vanita buena.
Oye, loco, y hoy que está lloviendo también, esa vaina quería.
Oh,
ay,
clásico.
Dios mío, loco.
Clásico.
Hoy está el día bacanísimo.
Hola, mi amor.
Oh, coño.
Te estoy llamando esta vez es para decirte que tú eres lo más importante en mi vida
Bacanísimo.
y que sin ti no tiene sentido mi
Oye, si
existencia.
tú quieres unos poleche bacano, tíranos para la cultura.
Perdóname si te busco tantas veces.
Rafi, ¿tú sabes de eso?
I don't know where we go.
¿Tú sabes de eso?
Eso?
¿Tú sabes de esta canción? ¿Tú la conoces?
Para decirte que te quiero.
I don't know the song. I don't know.
Perdóname si te busco.
Yo, y'all really don't know this song?
I don't know the words, but I heard it before.
Hoy necesito
Listen to
verte.
what it comienza.
Contigo quiero estar. Afuera anuncian un ciclón. Es el día perfecto para hacerte el amor. Y hoy quiero amanecer en una cabaña, viendo la lluvia caer frente a mi ventana.
When this song was rocking,
Go back to that.
Suavemente, y acariciar con mis manos todo tu cuerpo ardiente. Y hoy quiero amanecer en una cabaña, viendo la lluvia caer frente a mi ventana también.
this song was so serious, bro. They banned it from the radio.
Yeah, this
because
is
homie was talking
fire.
about La Cabaña. At that time, bro, that was like a big deal to say something like that. It was like I'm taking you to a motel. That was like, oh shit, like
He
the
said
same
it.
as when sitting in movies when they wouldn't show the people sleeping in the bed together. Like back in the day when that was the type of vibes this song gave. When they came out, people were like, "Oh, you can't play this on the radio. Like you gotta have the actual CD and to play this
crazy.
shit."
Yeah,
And all
it's
he's
just a
saying is
lot
like,
of
all I
shit.
want to do is
Take
lay
you
up
to
in
the
the
telly.
motel with you.
If they were to play Bad Bunny back then,
Oh yeah.
Yo,
Toquilla,
no,
but y'all remember-
Toquilla.
Or not even
Toquilla tuviera presa.
the reggaeton
Dead
era.
ass.
They used to like ban you from playing certain reggaeton.
Absolutely.
Like you had to like it was like a certain crowd that was listening to Playero and all that. You know what I'm saying?
And those were times where it was considered to be Los Tigres.
Yeah.
Los Tigres tirados en la calle.
De que una pela caliente.
Clandestino, tú sabes. Parties back in the day in DR, I remember that I would, it would feel like some illegal shit.
Yeah.
Like we were all like guayando en la pared, like the reggaeton was blasting. You got people peeping through the windows, like si la
Loco.
policía se paraba, tú sabes. But our barrio de nosotros, they wouldn't really pull up to the block like that. It wasn't one of those blocks that you could just really do that. So
I just remember.
So it was like only y'all. It was like y'all had y'all party. Y'all hood had
Yeah,
y'all
the
own little
neighborhood.
party, and nobody
Absolutely.
could come in y'all little section.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Y si venían, lo echaban a pedrar o lo
Yeah.
que sea. ¿Tú entiendes?
It's like- it's like-
loco. Esa verdad encendía.
That's why I kind of love DR, bro.
Party de Marquesina was a real thing.
Yeah,
that
it was,
shit
yeah,
wasn't just
yeah,
in Puerto
yeah.
Rico, and it
Nah,
wasn't
nigga.
just Puerto Ricans. Dominicans was having some
Yeah.
crazy party in Marquesina.
Absolutely.
I was a part of that
fire,
move. I was a
yeah,
part of
I
that
was there.
era.
Hold on,
Listen,
break it down, because I kind of grew up here, so I kind of want you to break it down. How was that era in DR of the party era?
the party era was real party. Like we would they would hand out flyers some in schools.
Oh, I remember
They would
those.
be able to like
Yeah.
everybody's like spreading the word. Somebody's birthday, everybody knew, and it was just like bring somebody that brings somebody that brings somebody. But it was always like cool people.
Yeah,
Like
it was all
you
love.
couldn't disrespect. And if you was bringing somebody from a different hood, you had to let it be known. Like, oh, I'm gonna go with such and such from the other block, but he's cool because he goes to school with us. Like. It
Was they
was
charging
that
at the
type of
door?
thing.
Were
They
they
was
charging?
charging at the door in some places.
Yeah, sometimes they did that.
But the cool thing was
Sometimes
that
not, sometimes-
DJs would do that in their own houses. DJs that were trying to come up, they would do house parties, charge at the door, and then give you their CD so you can rock their mix. The same thing with artists. So that was a culture, right? But but that was like more ratchet. Like you had the real clean look when you would do like school or block events because it's like strictly your people's. You feel me? And in that era, you know, we was really bumping to real music. We was really like dancing. We was really having to go up to chicks and try to get them to want to dance. And you know, like they riding your whole body. Like they just go like, you know what I'm saying? Like you had to also be liked. It was a dope era. Like you was actually listening to the lyrics.
you
You
gotta-
you was putting playlists together.
Yo, you gotta
trying
play
to
that-
impress people.
You gotta find the first song Don Miguelo when I got that hit.
Oh, you're talking about
What artist was lit
gotta
on that
play,
time?
I
Don
don't even wanna say-
Miguelo.
Don
Don
Miguelo?
Miguelo in
Yeah.
Dominican Republic was one of the first, we would say, commercial artists. Him and Hoa. And you don't even probably know who Hoa is.
I
Hoa
think I heard
was
one
Lapis.
song with Hoa with Lapis. I heard that song.
He was his duel. Like they were a duel. And Lapis got popping. Hoa kind of just stayed back. But he was a Dominican like icon as far as music. He was the first one to ever be played on radio.
on the radio, okay.
First one. He had a song called Super MC.
Yeah,
he had a dope song with Lapi. I can't remember the name of it, but him and Lapi got a song that's a
They had a
throwback.
lot. They had a few.
That's really fire.
They
Yeah.
had quite a few, man.
yeah.
Big body.
I man, listen, at that time, bro, hearing something like
Was Lapi on around that time when you said just Don Miguelo?
nah, I think it was it was Don Miguelo and Hoa. Body El Lápiz was hood big. Like the hood knew who he was. So they were playing Body Mike Casina from El Lápiz. They were listening to Atento a mí, like his rap shit. But this is what gained
That's a classic.
this is the one that gained first radio
that
like
right there,
acceptance.
When that dropped in the R, forget about it, dog.
Chulo Yay y DJ La Sombra. Te canto con guitarra y me dice que es raro. Una cena con mariachi.
I remember this.
Te invito pa'l cine y me dice que es payo.
Y cuéntate otra cosa que tú sí
Está raro.
Entonces, mamita, ¿a qué tú quieres?
ponga violento.
¿A qué tú quieres?
Chócame,
¿A
chócame.
qué tú quieres?
Acepta, papi,
I never knew that was him. I never knew that was him.
That's Don Miguelo.
Wow.
And this broke. Then a second song kind of biting off of his swag came out by some dude named Rubirosa. It was like this whole wave of people trying to do music. At that time, that's when I started wanting to do music. And that's the time where I started writing. Some of the people that I was hanging with yesterday, Sunday, barbecuing and shit, was people that was writing with me, like helping. They were the ones that did the block parties. So we would sit down. One of the dudes that was here yesterday, we would sit down and write in his house, write reggaetones, and then like find beats. And I don't even remember how we found beats, bro. But we used to get CDs sent to us. He would
Remember
talk
it was
to people
instrumentals
and-
before? Remember
Yeah.
we used to buy CDs just instrumentals?
I think that's one of the things that they had, because he would randomly pop up with a CD. I was young and putting them up in the radio, bunch of beats, and I'm like, yo, how do you get these beats? Like
let's
I was
talk
always
about that era.
baffled by that. That shit, CD eras was different, bro. People
y'all
had
remember?
gems and played them gems, and you're like, yo, what is this?
Yo, the CD era was different. Do y'all remember the house party CD era?
I never.
Did y'all experience the house party
Well, here
here in the United States?
I did. I was able to do a couple house parties here, but I was very young, so I wasn't like popping.
I'm
Like,
pretty sure I
I'm
experienced
just
them, but,
observing and living vicariously through like my cousins and shit. Wilding.
The only thing that I hated is if it was our party, it was cool. But when we went to another party, it was 95% chance that we were gonna get into some shit. 95%.
See,
we was gonna
I
fight.
never really had that type of.
We was known as the
era,
party
like,
crashers. Like that was like our clique came out in the newspapers as that. We were known as the party crashers. EB, yeah, it's crazy. It was an era in the early I'm gonna say early.
So y'all had to keep that
2000s.
rep too. So like
So
y'all
it
knew
that
y'all
rep.
was kind of hyped to do that too. Like yeah, they gonna talk about
and
it
then
tomorrow.
in the papers, it's like people don't understand. Like if you when you sit there and think about it, bro, like the media hypes up the shit that's going on in America. They magnify the
They've
shit.
always been able to spark the wars. Think
Absolutely.
about it. The wars, even like if you look at Tupac
They're
and
the worst
Biggie,
instigators.
Facts.
the Source magazine posted that picture with Tupac and Faith Evans, and got Biggie hot. Like we remember the media had things to do. Always had
They
things
made
to do
it an
with,
East
you know what I mean?
Coast, West Coast thing.
How y'all feel about and I'm gonna go towards this because it has to do with the media recently. I don't know if did y'all see that Drake did some fly shit and got caught up in the media this week?
Nah, break it down, brother.
So he rented out the Dodger Stadium to have a dinner date
With the girl that he came out on
with
a
the
video
chick
with?
that he came out in the video with at a high school basketball game, right? So the high school basketball game is her son's team, and he's a big deal. He plays with LeBron's kid, but LeBron's kid is not the superstar, as to say, it's her son. So LeBron and Drake are both at the high school. Imagine you are high school and you see LeBron and Drake in the front, like
go crazy.
wilding at the game, like they're all into it. And Drake supposedly has been with her for a while now. It's just been under ropes. For me, that they were spotted recently in the basketball. Nobody connected the dots together. But then somebody, I don't know. I think somebody tipped somebody on what he was doing, or somebody randomly crossed the stadium in a helicopter and zoomed in from his camera and peeped Drake. And then these niggas started accidentally.
You telling me
Accidentally.
niggas from all the way up?
Accidentally.
Yo,
Fam,
helicopters
nah, they
watching
got
you?
close.
That's
bro.
a different type
They
of
drove.
nosy.
They got close.
That's
they got
different
close.
type of nosy right there.
Bro,
Yeah.
his face was like, really, dog? Like, y'all really doing this?
That's reaching.
The media, like, and the thing is that shit came out immediately, and it was like viral. Cause now they joking about the kid, like now they're like, oh, now we know that Drake trying to be stepdaddy, da da da. So now the kid's involved. He's coming up in the NBA. You feel me? That kind of fucks with his focus in his situation right now. The mom is now blown up. So now the mom is known for the girl that dates Drake, and then Drake is over here just trying to maybe show her that he's serious about her.
Yeah.
And the media is trying to make everything a fucking
Yeah,
circus.
Media, man, they feed off negativity. They
And
feed
look,
off.
But bro,
We
he
are
went
part
to
of
the
the- no,
extent of
Bro,
having a whole.
he went and got a whole Dodger Stadium.
hoping that this is. I'm private here for real,
Bro, y'all gotta look up the picture. We're gonna post it up on the video so the listeners can see it
How
on our
more
YouTube
private
channel.
can you get? Like, I'm gonna get a
Chilling.
stadium to myself.
He has a man, like a waiter,
Yeah.
standing there, like ready to serve whatever you need.
mean-
the bar right there in the fucking dugout, bro.
I don't know.
Crazy.
How much
That is
money do
crazy.
you need to do that?
You gotta be a different type of
That is
like.
crazy.
I don't know, cause dude, they have to
I
go
want
up
to
there.
see that.
Bro, I'm talking
He
about they
probably
started
didn't even think
circulating the
about that
fucking shit.
Nah, man, they tipped him. Somebody that worked in that stadium tipped that man. Like, yo, Drake is gonna
Yo,
be here.
somebody gonna be
Come
holding
on,
this
there's
shit
no
down.
way. What are the odds that
But
you
you
just
said-
happen to be flying
over-
at the same time that Drake is there?
Mind you, the team is away.
Yo.
The team is away. That's why he was
Exactly.
able to rent it. The
Yeah.
team is out of town. So how you just casually just wanted to go over to Dodger Stadium when there's not even a game going on? Like, it's all those questions where you're like, yo, people are always
You have a
trying
picture
to
of that?
buy.
Oh
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
they got a video.
I wanna see that.
There's a video. There's a picture.
'Cause
He's
that is-
smiling.
No, he's not.
Look.
Look at the look. No, they that's Photoshop. Look at the real picture. Homie looks disturbed. He looks annoyed. He's fed up.
Oh, this one.
Yes.
This one, he looks definitely. annoyed.
He's like, yo, yeah, I'm really doing this right now. And bro, how would you feel? That's you. You rented out a whole stadium. You trying to prove to shorty you all about her, trying to do something special, going out your way, keeping it
Right
low.
there, he looks pissed.
Hold on, let me see that.
He likes Fernando right there.
They were wearing matching jerseys.
He like Fernando right
Yeah,
there.
look.
Fernando looks like fucking Drake.
They
bro.
both like, yo, man. Who told them? Who snitched? Like, they like, yo, who said
I'm
something?
telling you, somebody in that stadium definitely called somebody. Bro.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Man,
There's no way.
hey, man.
How would I feel like?
The effort goes unnoticed, dog. Certified Lover Boy. You already know. You already know the album's coming, and that's gonna be crazy. If he's doing stuff like this, renting out Dodger Stadium.
But imagine this is a plot twist, and he was the one who actually made.
Imagine he's rolling out his album like this. Somebody did suggest that, and I was like, "But damn,
Yo,
dog,
Drake
like,
is a marketing
would
guy.
you really want to do that though? Like,
No, of course not. But I'm saying that'll be a plot twist. I mean, I can't say of course not, but it would be a nice plot twist though. Not nice, but like it's like crazy.
it'll be different, man.
I'll be like bugged out though. Like imagine, bro, being that big that you think you safe, because you know who the heck will fly a helicopter over and look down.
drop
I
it.
precisely at that time look down and see me like.
And just want
What
to
are the
zoom in.
chances?
So
Yeah.
Cause,
Bro.
I mean, you see somebody having
You
dinner
wanna
in the
do
Dodger
this.
Stadium. I'm gonna zoom in. I'm gonna see who the fuck pulling this off. Like, you gangster. And then
Nah,
if
man,
I know this is
somebody
Drake,
had to call, bro.
somebody had to
Somebody
know.
had to.
And yo, don't get
somebody
it
had to.
twisted. We are part of the media in a sense because we talk about daily things. It's culture and society.
But we ain't about to cop no helicopter to go over.
To go
Yeah.
You're
investigate.
building- It's
Our
not-
job is to just report on things on our perspective. Some of these guys
It's
just
already
gotta
being
mind their
reported.
business.
We just like give up on the view.
Some people gotta just have mind their business and give people their privacy too.
Word.
You know, I
Word.
seen this other post that was going around where Justin Bieber respectfully told somebody, "I don't appreciate y'all waiting outside my apartment. Like, this is the place I go to lay my bed in," and he's basically like letting you know, like, "Yo, fam, you're putting me in at stake.
Yeah.
You're disrupting my peace, and I appreciate you as a fan." But can you
Catch
do
me
that?
somewhere
And
else, man.
when I go to a show or I'm going to whatever you catch me at outside of my living area, like
They're humans, man. They're human. They're people, man.
my play, yeah, and that's another thing. Like they're human beings, bro. Like, you know, I remember.
But they gotta. I'm sorry, but they gotta live like animals though in a way. They gotta be caged in. They can't
What
be
do you mean?
that. Because Drake, for example, Drake can just go anywhere at any given time by himself.
Nah, but he moves. He says it. He moves like the president does, bro. He
has
got
to.
secret tunnels. He goes through back
He has
doors. They clear the ways for him. Like when he moves out, there's a team that's already planned how you're gonna get in and out. They already scoped the whole. That's their job. But he has the resources to be able to just move.
Not a lot of
different, bro.
artists do that.
Man, that's Drake, man.
Not a lot of artists have
You're
that.
the biggest
resources.
star in the
That's
world.
Drake, man.
He's
Drake is even on
the biggest. He's
That's
the
bad.
biggest.
All right, so I used too much of a big example, but
Hey, yo, te pasaste.
Pause.
I used to love to have an example, but like, okay, Justin Bieber, for example, like people
He's
invaded.
a
You gotta
pop
be in a
star,
cage.
bro.
You gotta be in a cage, pretty much, because all those people are gonna be outside just waiting. for you
No,
to
some
watch it.
people like him want to be maybe too free to want to be like reached, and
But
at
he's
that
still
point,
reached.
you gotta relax though, cause you Justin Bieber. You're still that dude, no matter what. You
But
feel
people
me?
still reaching.
I just think that there should be a point where people just respect shit. Just be like, yo, they eating right now. Leave them alone.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, they taking a shit. My nigga, I ain't gonna go knock on his stool and hit him like, yo, when you come out, can you like sign my autograph? Dog, let me take a shit. What the fuck is your problem?
You know they're actually, when you treat them like a regular human being, they
fuck with you even
socialize
more.
even more.
You remember that shit with Jay-Z in the subway, chilling with the and the viejita that was with next to him didn't know who he was, so they just having a casual conversation, and he was actually like mind blown by that. Like, yo, I'm actually having a random conversation with somebody, and they not fanning out, they not acting weird. Like that must feel good because you don't get that normalcy anymore in your
Remember
life.
when I told you that I went to in LA that I met? I ain't even gonna put his name. I met a producer. And I think the fact that I didn't know who he was the fact that drew him to me. And we started following each other. Then I found out who he was after I got home and checked.
And
The
you was
dude
bad-
I'm
you was
like,
like,
oh
what?
shit, he verified. I thought he got pictures. I'm like, oh shit. And it's the fact that I
Like, he
treated
actually
him,
doing something.
Yeah, I treated him like a regular person. And I guess he must have probably like, man, this dude ain't even trying to give me he ain't trying to get a beat. He ain't trying to get an autograph. He just having a conversation with me. He asking me what's there to do out here. So he's a regular. So they like that. So be normal, guys. It's okay.
Sometimes, again, yeah, just act like they human, like
Be
they
you.
really are.
Yeah, man.
That should be. There's been times where I wanted to go up to somebody. There's a couple people that pop up to the gym that I go to that are people that are known and I fuck with. Like some people that I listen to their music, some people that I seen in the mall, and just me saying, "Damn, man!" Like I can imagine how many people already try to get this person's picture, try to talk to them real quick. They must be like on some. I ain't fucking with nobody. I'm just trying to get in and out. And I just move away. I don't even go to them. Some people really go up and be like, yo, such and such. Or yo, get mad close to people. Don't even know what type of time they on.
Or pull your phone out and try to record without they even like. Stop invading their privacy.
yeah.
Like,
yo, y'all think that's ever gonna become illegal to just freely record people? Like if you're walking somewhere and there's a group of people and some people like just pull out their phone and get them on camera. You think that's gonna become illegal at one point where like you have to have people's permissions to record them, take pictures of them?
I don't know, cause I take like for example when I was on vacation, I'll take my phone out, and if I'm walking down the boardwalk, like let's say down the beach, I'm recording everything around me. I'm not recording people per se, but they're coming out. I'm not purposely recording anybody in particular. So is that a problem? Would you say?
I think more when you're like aimingly pointing it at somebody particularly, like an artist or somebody you found funny and you just want to get them on camera to make a meme out of them. Like at that point when you trying to do something like that, I feel like there should be some type of consent. Because YouTubers have to. If you notice YouTubers that do that public walking doing shit, they blur some people's faces out.
Yeah.
And they probably was like, yo, I don't want my picture. I don't want my face on that camera. So figure it out. Because if I see that on the net, I'm going to sue you.
Mm-hmm.
And they can really get sued for that. So if you can get sued for that, that means that maybe one day that will become illegal where, like, that's invading somebody's privacy or whatever.
I mean, I think it already is because of that. Because people getting sued.
Yeah, I don't know if that's already
But if it's
something
gonna be
in play. But, like, if you sitting regularly eating some food and I just pull up and try to record your face, you can't. Don't you feel kind of violated a little bit? Doesn't that weird? Like I think it's weird because I think I've been on the place where I've done that unconsciously, and I've seen people's like body language change. Like, ew, like why you not just asking me before you? Yeah, no, like, or just why didn't you ask me before you started recording me on your phone?
I agree, bro. It's like, imagine, you know what I'm saying, how they don't even get to eat in peace. If somebody constantly, yo, let me get a picture. I feel like as a human, you should know what you don't like. And, you know, treat them the same way. The shit that you don't like, do that with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure when you eating, you don't want nobody, yo, bro, let me take a picture, bro. Yo, Instagram, yo, say something for the gram.
I'll take that as the same as somebody come pick from your plate.
Right?
I'm gonna be tight.
You gonna be tight.
Like, yo, dime.
¿Y
Yo
tú,
dije que
manín?
tú podías.
De que, y a este que lo patrocina.
Oye, lambón. Desgraciado.
Que mierda.
Yo, shit just man, listen, the way that the space, the digital space has been and going and continues to go, there's gonna be laws eventually that's gonna be like all digital laws.
Did you see, now that you mentioned that you guys talking about that, you see how Kanye, I think it just, he kind of like eased his way through the paparazzi. Like they was waiting for him to come out. I think it was in Paris, and he came out the car so smooth and went inside the building that they couldn't even take a picture of him.
Can we talk about that I'm not gonna stay too long on that, but I definitely love that you brought that up because I think there's a plot twist to that. I think that he's doing that because he's been going on a protest against Adidas to try to get them to put him to be a part of the board in Adidas, and he's been mixing Adidas with Nike.
Oh yeah.
So he's been wearing his slippers. He's been wearing the Wave Runners with Nike socks. And I think, in my head, I'm thinking if they can associate Kanye's face with what he's doing, maybe that breaches the contract. So maybe he's covering his face as a loophole that he found in some type of law or some type of contract that he has with them, where if his face isn't publicly displaying, they can't identify him as a Kanye West. You can say that's Kanye, but how do you know his face is covered? I think that is
fucking
like
brilliant.
I honestly,
fucking
that's my conspiracy
brilliant.
theory behind that. Because every time they find him in video and capture him with his face covered, a photo of him wearing Nike and Adidas pops up. And then everybody's in the comments like, oh, why is he wearing Nike now? Blah, 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 blah. And it's like becoming this whole like, yo, why is Kanye doing this? Yeah. And why he wilding out like this? And I think that he made it clear that he wanted to have some type of rights to the board and be a part of the board because he's been bringing in millions for Adidas. Their stock is different because of that.
He ain't
so
lying.
I think that's a good approach, and I think that if he's doing that, that's some super genius shit.
Yo, if he is, bro. But for you, what? Hold on. Now I gotta. I think I was gonna say pick your brain. Pause. I was gonna say pause so fast after that. But
he's just thinking about all the pauses possible.
What made you look at it from that perspective?
Because recently I came across a picture of him chilling at a spot, and his face was covered, and you see the Yeezys, but then you see the Nike socks, and then everybody in the comments was like going off on him. Oh, I thought you didn't fuck with Nike. Oh, you trying to get your sneakers retroed. Oh, you trying to do XYZ. And everybody's curious why he's doing that, but he's not speaking. He's completely silent. And I think that's a part of his protest. He's completely silent. He's giving out these messages, and nobody knows what's going on. And that's just his silent war with Adidas. Because this is the thing: if Adidas made him a billionaire, he also can't risk the fact that they can actually terminate him or keep the rights to whatever he has going on with them. Who knows what the contract with them is? So if he's found the loophole and he just did his research, he had good lawyers. You know, they got into what the contract said and said, well, it says if your face comes out, blah, blah, you can hide your face and you're good. And he just went about doing that. I'll be like, yo, you a genius.
I swear.
Because now that's also raising eyebrows, and Nikes can't ignore it because it's Kanye. Mm-hmm. So they're gonna, Adidas can't ignore it because it's Kanye. So they're gonna have to
that's fucking
have
genius,
a conversation.
bro.
Maybe they're in negotiation. That should be crazy to me. That shit made sense to me. So I was like, yo, that's different.
Crazy. That's definitely looking at the cup half full right there.
Listen,
That's
life is full of plot twists. Y'all
That's
saw that
half full.
recently. Richard Branson went to space and came back.
Who?
Richard Branson.
No, I ain't see that.
Yo, where you guys living? First, let's get there. Where you guys living?
I don't know, man. I've been.
Are y'all under a rock?
Yeah, I've been lately.
Yeah, me too.
Yo,
bro. I ain't
nah.
gonna lie to you.
I'm dead ass,
I've
dog.
been on the rock lately, yeah?
Me too, bro.
It was yesterday, I believe. It was the first ever space travel. He created a fucking a rocket that propels him with two other planes attached midway to space, and then like launches him in a different little like airplane, and it just went through, hit a certain level in space. They were able to see the Earth for like a couple minutes, bro, and then went right back down into the hemisphere and landed like a regular plane. But that shit looks like a rocket plane. Like, it looks crazy. And he recorded himself inside with his crew floating, giving a message. I could look for the video real quick. Y'all can give y'all opinion about it while I look for the video.
You know what happened? I was watching that damn show on Netflix. What is it? With the plane with
Manifest?
828 Manifest.
Yes, that shit is fire. That shit is fire.
I was stuck watching that this weekend, man.
I watched that with my girl.
It's a good one.
That's our show. We don't. If I'm not there, she can't watch it. If she's not there, I can't watch it.
I already saw the 2 seasons in like two and a half
spoilers,
days.
please.
I ain't gonna spoil it.
I
But
finished
No,
all
nah.
3. The ending.
it's another. It's a 3. So what the 3rd season?
They canceled that show.
But it's on Hulu though.
It's on Hulu.
Yeah.
I got Hulu.
Go in there and look for it.
There's a 3rd season already.
Yeah.
But bruh, you're gonna be mad as hell.
I was
Stop
mad at
it.
season
Stop
2.
it. Stop
Bro,
it.
season
That's
2.
the problem. Look, Melo ahí. Ya quiere venir con
I'd rather
una
season 2
palabra.
ending
Yeah.
than season 3, because season 2 at least has some closure,
Relax.
dog.
Season 2 pissed me off a little.
Relax.
No, season 3 is
Alright,
gonna
look,
be
look.
much more.
Hold on, what season are you on, Cheek?
I'm in season 2. One.
Oh damn, dog.
I'm slow with it because
Guess
I gotta
catch it
wait
up, boy.
for my girl.
Yo,
Listen to
I
this
got
shit.
hooked.
Yeah, for real.
So it says here, today was a historic day. A new era of commercial space tourism is now possible thanks to Virgin Galactic. That's just called Virgin Galactic. And soon Blue Origin. Look at this shit.
I've seen that prototype before. That's what's up. So they pulled through.
We're gonna post it for the listeners,
Yeah.
part of the video. But he was with his team, and this is his message up in space.
I don't know about you all, but I can feel the anticipation building just watching the screen and looking at their faces. Look at that. They've already got big smiles
That's the
on.
owner.
Release.
Look at that shit. Look at how it
Clean
released the
release.
mid, and then that shit
Ignition?
just rocket ship.
Good rocket motor
It's like a
burn.
slingshot, bro.
There's Mach 1 trimming now.
Sick, bro. Like, wait, that's not the one where he gives the message. This is the one where he gives the message.
To all you kids down there, I was once a child with a dream, looking up to the stars. Now I'm an adult in a spaceship with lots of other wonderful adults looking down to our beautiful, beautiful Earth. To the next generation of dreamers, if we can do this,
Look at the Earth.
just imagine what you can do. Hey!
Yo,
seen
that
You
message,
seen that
man.
clip? That's
That
different.
message.
That was a different message, right?
Yeah, that message was deep, man.
To
Like-
all you kids
You don't have to listen to it again, but just a little view of what they experienced, man.
That
Like,
was fire.
so
telling
that
you.
means that eventually we're gonna be able to have trips, because what his
Yeah.
what his goal is to be able to have space travel where people can go freely and just visit the visit space. You're not gonna go to the moon right now, not right now at least.
You're not
You're
even gonna
go
get out
and
of the
experience
atmosphere. You're just gonna get pretty much at the edge, just enough
enough
float.
to
you
feel
come
zero
back down.
gravity, and then you come back down.
Yeah.
But that the concept alone, being the first company to do that, right? They beat Elon Musk because there was a competition between them, and being the owner and risking your life, because that's a big risk, bro.
That's
You're literally going on a first ever experiment to try to get a rocket ship to slingshot mid-air out to space and back and land. So doing that was crazy, and it just shows you how technology is moving,
How
bro.
much money do guys they spent on that project right there?
It's no telling. He's a billionaire, bro.
A lot of money, and it's gonna be. This is like the second evolution for the airplane. I don't know if you like know a little bit about the airplane, but at first only the wealthy traveled. Only a small percentage of people could afford to travel because it was so damn expensive. It's gonna be the same thing when it comes to that. Only the millionaires and billionaires are gonna probably billionaires are gonna be the only one able to do it first for the first few years, just because the fuel is expensive and just to make that damn thing is not cheap.
Yo.
So
You
it's
wanna know-
gonna take years, but it's gonna be
funny
affordable.
you said that when you said only the millionaires get to get that, right? I remember when flat screens first came out, bro. They were like 15 grand. like 15 grand. I
Yeah.
remember like no, I'm like, who the fuck gonna get this? And I remember like only like in the mall. And I remember I think it was Sears that had it. And I used to go up to like, yo, this shit is fucking expensive as shit. And it's like, look now.
But that's how it always starts, bro.
Yeah, everything.
It always starts with
That's everything that's in
only a certain
technology.
people get to play with this toy until they want to open up to the masses.
Until they could mass produce
like
it.
the rear cameras, like Mercedes and all these cars been had that shit.
Yeah.
They been had it.
Yeah.
Toyota took it. Yeah,
a
what's
luxury,
up?
it's a
All my people
luxury.
in my Hondas.
You know what? This something to me, man. This made me see just where the world is heading, but it also gave me a little like room for some conspiracy. Like, what if they're trying to figure out how to get out of here in case the world, like Earth itself, is going downhill, right? There's a conspiracy out there that says that there was another planet, and you believe what you want. Like, this is me just something I was able to tune into. And he was saying, like, there's a documentary that gives you the breakdown that about, what is it, Mars? I think it's Mars or Pluto. I gotta look at what specific planet. But they say that it has all the familiarities of Earth. It just had a certain thing happen to it.
I know Mars. It says something about Mars.
That had like
life.
it had life in the past, right? So they're saying that was Earth originally, and they figured out how to get out of here. Yeah. Right? Millions of years later, blah, blah, blah. But like, it's a really, how they explain it in the documentary, it gets you thinking like, what if there was somebody that knew that Earth had a certain amount of time left, and by this time, they should be finding the next planet.
Yeah. That's what you think that happened to Mars.
Inhabit.
That's a story that a lot of people talk about too, but I don't know, man. The way technology is moving, it's moving fast, but I don't think it's moving fast enough for us to be able to reproduce life somewhere else. Just,
Well, what if they find another planet that has what Earth has? You think that's possible?
It could be.
I think anything is possible.
I think so. Not that it could be,
Right?
but I know
Like,
that it is.
You start thinking about life and you're saying, but
anything is
how do
possible.
I know? Like,
I just don't know if we're gonna be able to find the bro. Come on, there's so many motherfucking stars out there, dog.
Yeah,
no,
see what
it's not
happened.
gonna happen in our lifetime.
Y'all see what happened to
You
Flight
never know.
828?
Yo, bro.
Y'all
Sometimes,
see what happened to Flight 828?
sometimes, man, I be thinking of having them
Yeah, somebody
callings.
said,
I
somebody
be thinking of
said,
having them calling sometimes, but
somebody said, I don't even care if it's 828, Flight 28. I'm going on vacation.
We out.
I want to get the fuck out of here.
somebody said that 828 is based on spirit.
Yo, but Spirit Online.
That's
That
how we rolling,
turbulence.
yo.
He said that turbulence.
Yo,
That's it,
I
it's
don't
real.
care for no sponsorship from Spirit. Don't travel on Spirit, man. Like, listen, that shit is scary.
Yeah.
Listen, anybody that I never
You're not
been.
the only
I've never
person
been,
that
but
said
any
that.
person that goes on it comes back with a horror story. They're always like, "Yo, that shit shook like it was done for," or they said the service was bad, or they paid for mad shit, or it was a bumpy ride, uncomfortable, like all that. I always hear bad experiences. I lost my baggages, blah blah. I'm like, fam,
I mean,
I'm
that's,
not doing
spirit
that.
is the bare minimum.
JetBlue is cool. I like JetBlue.
Man, we're not doing that.
JetBlue is cool to me.
JetBlue is all the Dominicans'
cool.
favorite.
JetBlue is cool.
We gotta go
JetBlue
to.
is the only airline I feel that takes me to the R. I have no other airline that takes me here. I'm like, is this the only motherfucking airline that goes here? That's how I be feeling, yo.
They get
Y que Delta.
and
Delta no
United.
coge para Santo Domingo.
They get United.
No.
United, esos tigres son racistas. Yo nada más conozco a JetBlue.
JetBlue. Los tigres, los tigres de JetBlue, que los que la JetBlue, la gente de JetBlue, le llegaste.
Manda la tarjeta.
Los que la gente de JetBlue, lo queremos, ok.
Niggas on the mad.
Lo queremos, JetBlue, los dominicanos lo apoyan.
Yo, but that ass though, I think we're gonna be flying to space by at least 2040, 2045.
How old are you by then?
Old enough.
Old enough to be alive.
I'm gonna be 38. What year that is? You said.
Listen,
2040.
I'm
What
a-
year is that?
40.
No, I don't mind.
I'm not
but
gonna
what
say.
year-
I'm
how
not gonna
old am I
speak
gonna
this
be?
into
I'm
the
gonna be 50.
existence.
I think I'm gonna be 50.
I'm gonna be 50 something.
I don't want to
Yeah,
speak
I
this
ain't
into
my
the
50.
existence, but if COVID keep wilding and shit like COVID keep wilding throughout the years, 2040 sounds like you lucky.
That
nigga.
is too, because the way the ice is defrosting and those
What?
new viruses are being released. And
I don't want to
being
sound
created
like a
right now,
negative Nancy, but
You're right.
fam,
Yo, that's the thrill of life. You do not know what the fuck is gonna
I
happen
say
in the
live
next
it.
20
I
years.
say
yo.
just live, man. That's my slogan. That been my slogan.
yo,
all
jump out, jump,
2021.
break right into check your mental. Yo, you just gotta live,
gotta
man.
live your life.
Just
Yo,
live, baby.
you gotta live.
Just gotta live.
Meditation.
Like, you see my shirt? Yo, I swear, I wish I could have
man.
designed this shirt first. This just says meditation. This shit is fucking cool.
It makes you want to just.
It makes you just want to meditate.
How you meditate?
Man, I close my eyes.
And be like,
I believe I can fly.
Yo, God forgive me for the Mother's Day, right? Yo, I'm only playing God, but I still got
some out of
yo, what is wrong? Yo, but I remember going to a Catholic church, yo, and I never used to understand what the priest was saying. No, like, used to be like, and I was like, what the fuck did he do? And my whole entire childhood, I never knew what he was trying to say.
They were humming some shit, right?
They was, yeah.
I remember Catholic
man,
churches.
I
They
ain't
used to do
bugging,
that
bro.
shit, and I used to be like, "What he said?"
What the fuck did he just say?
Yeah.
But God, I'm not.
Yo, what y'all doing if somebody pulls up to your house, knocks on the door, and says, "Hey, I'm coming around the neighborhood to offer you free vaccinations"?
Say no. Thank you.
He said,
Man,
"No, thank you."
I just see some bullshit. Yo, I used to love Juvie. Juvie, you was my man, Juvie and Manny Fresh. Yeah, I grew up to y'all. Back that
You
ass
seen
up.
that shit?
Back that ass
You
up.
seen
I
that
grew up
shit?
to that.
I heard about it, but
like,
no.
they made it vax that thing up. Like, vaccinate. Like, go vax that thing up. They made a remix to back that thing up.
Go vaxxed.
Go vax that thing up.
You finna online date chat, find a mate chat, open up BOK ass, okay yeah, profile picture looking tight chat, nice chat, got your bio reading right chat, precise chat, but before you find a date chat, you gotta wait chat, gotta go vaccinate chat.
Did they went back to the same spot where they recorded that video?
Won't you vax that thing? I'm used to handsome young brother, won't you
Vax that thing up. Hey.
Vax
that thing up. Hey. Vax that thing up. Get the COVID. Go COVID. Go
Relax.
COVID.
Relax. Yo, they went crazy. Yo, listen, this is how you
They
know
made
they
a whole
put him.
song. A
Bro,
whole
they,
song.
they remixed back that ass up.
Back that ass up.
Back that ass up. I don't know why I couldn't say that shit.
Look, man.
Because we're so used to the man, that's
I
a
don't like-
classic. No,
yo,
they
bro.
disrespected that song.
That's
dog.
and that's
That was the only, not the only, but that was the biggest hit he had.
Forget about the song. Don't you see the money being put behind his vaccination?
That's
that
my
part.
thing. That's my thing.
Who paid him to do that shit? They,
I-
they didn't just come out of nowhere and say,
Nah.
"Yo, we're gonna remix
They
back
gave
that
him
ass
a
up."
bag. They gave him a bag for that. They got a bag.
Of course they got a bag, but then I'm hurt they did that to the song though. Like,
Now you can't listen to it the same. Now
I
you
don't
don't know if
appreciate
they're
it
playing
no
the
more.
remix or the original
Go
version.
vax that thing up. I'll be in the
Go
club.
vax
Go
that
vax,
thing.
it's the-
up.
the-
Nah, everybody gonna have their cars out. They gonna have their cars
it was
out.
like 3 years ago though. Go back.
Nah, they gonna have the-
This nigga shooting up coke or some shit. Crack or something. This nigga said they put the vaccine through here.
They gonna have the cars
through
out.
here or through here? Because I have no idea.
gonna-
I haven't got back since I was like 9 or 10, bro. I have no idea how that shit's going.
Nah, but it's like, all right, look.
I haven't
man,
seen
this
that
is-
being
this
done
is-
either.
Like, I don't got nothing against it. If you want to do it, do it. If you don't, don't. I just don't put my opinion on it because I don't want to influence nobody into what I think. You know what I mean? So it's like, what I do, that's my business. But I don't want to influence others into my beliefs. You're entitled to your own shit. If you want to get vaccinated, you will get vaccinated. If you don't, you don't.
¿Tú sabes lo que la gente hace cuando los testigos de Jehová van a tocándole la puerta?
Well, they don't look.
Se esconden o se hacen como que no están en la casa. What do you think a lot of people are gonna do when you got the vax people outside playing
Oh,
back
what the fuck is that?
backs that ass up?
they have the radio on top, like.
I think.
They're pulling up to parties playing vax that thing up because they said thing up. It's not ass up.
They gotta scratch the CD real quick. Like, wait, you gotta play this real quick.
Life, man.
They
You don't know
made
what
the-
to expect
they
today.
made the-
Life is a plot twist at this
Yo,
point.
it has
Everything's a plot twist,
It
bro.
has been. It's exciting.
Yo, Juvie doing bad. Yo, Juvie, you doing bad. Somebody give my nigga Juvie a contract or something. Juvie going to Juvie.
Yo.
Juvie, you man, Juvie, bro. Like, I'm mad at you, Juvie. Like, yo, Juvie, you put me on 6X white tees, Juvie. Like, Juvie, you was an icon, Juvie. Like, come on, Juvie,
You
Ju.
sound like a disappointed.
I'm disappointed in Joe. Like, I grew up on Juvie and like I was mad. Like, yo, bro. Like, what?
Nah, I didn't hear it, but hearing it now, I'm like, oh no.
It don't hit for me. It don't hit with him. It's more like, all right, I see. Get your money.
but
If it was somebody like Lil
I guess for the
Wayne,
new generation. I guess
if it
that's
was
the new
somebody
generation.
like Lil Wayne, I'm like, yo, fam,
Disappointment, right?
fight Birdman at this point, my man.
Yeah,
He got
man.
you down bad. You gotta fight this man.
They-
You not over here writing about vaccines. Like,
Yeah, nah.
fight
A whole
Birdman.
song-
Get your money.
I
'Cause-
thought he was gonna play like a jingle. I didn't think he was gonna play.
Bruh.
A whole
no,
song.
they did a whole remix.
They wild.
This is like what politics do in DR. In DR, politicians, they pay the hottest rapper to remix a song or make a song about them.
Yeah.
And we found that to be so corny because we would see these guys and we would say, we respect you getting the bag. We know you getting a big bag for that.
Yeah.
But my mans did a whole reggaeton for un ladronazo.
Exactly.
Pa un ladronazo. Diablo, loco. That's like selling your soul in a way. You know?
Absolutely.
And your peoples.
And that's how I feel about Juvie. Juvie, I feel like you sold your soul for a bag, my
And your
boy.
peoples, though, because you're over here promoting it to your people.
To
at the
your
end of the day.
people. Like,
I don't
whatever it
know.
is.
That
I don't
should
know.
be a choice,
Listen,
man.
hey, I mean, he has the right to do so.
Nothing wrong with that.
Like, there's people that are doing propaganda against the vaccine, so that's pro-vaccine.
There's nothing
Get
wrong
it?
with that. It's just how
I
he
don't think
ruined
they're
the
pushing
song.
it on anybody. I just think that it's just
It's the song for
we
me,
see
man.
it's a money move. Like,
It's the song for me still.
you might not even be vaccinated. Who knows? Like, but again, everybody has their own choice. I respect it. Wear a mask.
Yeah.
I
If you
ain't
want to go
safe.
in there again, if you want to get vaccinated, by all means, man.
And
Do it.
listen, I'm ignorant to a lot of research because there's so much research. I stopped looking at a lot of COVID related articles because it was doing bad to my mental health for a while, right? And I was just like fed up. We were quarantined. Like, I know that there's been new developments. I know that there's a lot of things that maybe I'm not aware of. I just feel like there's still so much unanswered unknowns, but I respect it. And look, shit, I looked into it. You know what I'm saying? Because it might have to be an option for me. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, like things are at risk. But when you look at the math, at least the percentages at risk of taking the vaccine aren't as high as not taking the vaccine.
That's why, like,
Because not taking the vaccines, the risk is higher than actually taking the vaccine.
like my
So that's
dad
all
and
I would
stuff.
say on that side.
Yeah, no, my dad, my mom, they all took it. You know what I mean? They're older. They're more, you know, they're more prone to those things. So by all means, me on the other hand, you know, I'm a little more healthy. I eat, I work out, I eat great. So I try to keep a well balanced diet, and I have a mentality: if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Are y'all subscribing to the idea that there's a new variant
I'm
to the
so-
COVID?
I'm sorry.
That Delta?
I'm just still stuck. You're never gonna play that song in a party again, bro. Ever in my life. That's disappointing. No, but yeah, no. I have nothing against the vaccine myself either. I mean, to each his own.
No. I said, do you guys subscribe that there's a new variant that might be stronger than
There might
the
be.
actual virus?
yeah.
Right now?
I believe
there is.
There's
Yeah.
proof. But
Because if the theory gets if that theory of you gotta be older to be hit critically by it, if that Delta tumba esa teoría, is the vaccine an option for you? If you see that variant can really like do damage no matter what age.
I feel like the vaccine will be an option for me years down the line. I gotta see what the fuck. Like, it's just me. It's just like, you know, I'm a thinker, you know, and I have a lot of, you know, mental health, anxiety, all that. I'm always thinking, so it'll bug me. I'll get it, and it'll bug me the fuck out. I'll be in my house like, what the fuck this shit gonna do? Oh my god! Any little weird shit I feel, I'm already gonna be like, yo, what the fuck is that? Like, yo, man, I got a bump on my chest. Yo, what's that? I just had the vaccine yesterday. Like, I'm gonna go nuts because I know me.
Yeah.
So for me and my peace of mind, I would rather wait. Let everybody do what they do. Let me see in a year from now if numbers go down. I gotta see proof. That's just me. That's just how my brain operates.
no, and that's the question that I was gonna ask. I was not trying, but I was like aiming towards answering before too. That I have nothing against the vaccine. Whoever wants to get it, like everybody's entitled to their own opinion. At the end of the day, Jump, you're saying you're taking good care of yourself, and I hear that. Chico is too, and we're all working towards taking better care of ourselves. But at the same time, that doesn't make us immune. There was people that were very healthy, way healthier than us, who got it and unfortunately passed away because of the virus. So to me, the fact that there's a new string doesn't make a difference because I'm still feeling the same way that I felt about the old string. I'm not getting it still, and that's my personal take on it. I'm risking my life at the end of the day. If it is what it is, you know what I mean? Because there's, like you said, there's so many news, so many theories and beliefs, and
you
I'm
gotta
sticking
take
to
your
what I
time
believe.
consuming a lot of
Yeah.
information
And
to
then you-
try to get the gist of everything.
And
what's
have an
everything
idea
right
of
now.
make an educated decision upon the information that you already gathered. That's important to do, because if you don't know nothing, you just be like, I'm not gonna do it because whatever. Then
I'm
you know,
against anybody really just repeating what everybody says and says I'm against it, or I'm like, if you don't have a real personal take on it, if you didn't do at least some type of research where you can make a pros and cons decision based off of, if you're just listening to somebody else say something, and even us, like don't
go off.
Don't go off.
That's what I always say.
Because this is really your life at this point.
And we're talking about our
gotta-
lives and our decisions and how we feel about them. You know, at the end of the day, your decision is your decision.
Absolutely.
Blessed, you know what I mean? And now do whatever I gotta do to respect your space, my mask, my whatever. You know, I have no problem with that stuff. But me personally, I just don't feel comfortable putting things like that in my body. Just
Me
you know,
neither.
especially if I could still get it. Because the thing about the vaccine
That was
is
the deal breaker for me.
the thing about
That was my deal breaker.
Because the thing
I'm not
about
gonna lie.
the vaccine is not gonna prevent from you getting sick, but the chances of you dying would decrease. You know what I mean? That's what pretty much all the vaccine
You
does.
won't get
when
it
comes to
as
the flu.
bad, right?
Exactly. You'll get it. You'll probably get like a little mild. But there's been cases that is not like that. That is actually deadly. You know what I mean? So it's like,
It all depends on you.
it depends on
right?
you at the end of the day, whatever you prefer doing. So, you know, I'm going to hold off for as long as I can. And I don't know. I'm saying this today. Tomorrow, I
And
might
that's-
have to. Like, I
Exactly.
have no other freaking choice but to. And I'll do it. Whatever. Put my life on it. But if it's worth my life to be put on it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anything else is
Yeah,
like,
I just won't. What I won't do is persuade people to think what I think. Oh, really? Nah, man, you can't do it because bro, that I'm not doing. Because it's like I feel like we're all entitled to a choice.
Yeah.
We're all entitled. Whether you want to take it or not, that's totally up to you. It's your body, your choice.
I mean, if you go, yeah, absolutely. Either one, you might have to get it rocking.
Hey, vax it. Oh, vax it up. Vax it up. Now, after you vax it up, then stop. The what? You need another shot. You need another shot, man. You need another shot. Cause you need another shot. Oh, sorry. I got excited.
oh, I thought we were still playing.
Yeah, it's the vibe. It's the vibe, right?
La vibras.
Listen, I'm not too informed. I'm working on getting information and being more informed of what's going on in Cuba. I want to just touch on that real quick. My heart goes out to everybody being affected by what's occurring right now in Cuba, or has been occurring, for many years. El pueblo se tiró a la calle. They tired of it. They want, freedom. They want to have their rights. They want to have human rights. And the entire island is speaking. So I know that there's a lot of issues out there with people getting blocked, no news outlets being able to really do things. Yeah, so like we want to do whatever we can on our platform to bring awareness. So we are going to do our research to just bring some information, or maybe something that you can go to help and contribute in any way. I don't know how they're getting supplies over to them, how people are able to,
I'm gonna ask my stepfather. He's
Yeah,
Cuban.
yeah,
My
yeah,
stepfather's Cuban, so
if
I'm gonna
there's
ask him
anything that
some
can be
information.
donated
Absolutely.
to somebody that's sending stuff out to Cuba. I don't know if they even allow that, because they're so anti-US and everything.
Yes.
Unless you're coming maybe from another country, maybe they're making an allegiance with another country that has access to send things to Cuba, and they're like, como una cadena. Maybe if that's possible, we don't know. I want to get more informed. I just know that there's been a lot of posts, a lot of people have been speaking up.
Bro.
And shout out to y'all for fighting back for whatever y'all believe in.
And another thing, I don't know if you heard. I have to ask you, because I'm pretty sure you heard about it also. The president of Haiti.
Oh
being
yeah, that was
assassinated.
another thing. Like that I remember opening up my phone, looking through Instagram, and the first thing that pops up down the line was Haiti's president assassinated, right? And there's
And
a
his
video
wife, too,
circulating.
and his
yeah,
wife.
yeah. Well,
She got
there's
shot,
mixed
right?
news on that, because they said that she died. Then they said that she was being evacuated to Miami, that she was still alive. So there was a lot of news that was just happening at the moment, and nobody had the real information. But the confirmed for real is the president was killed. There was a lot of things happening in Haiti. Haiti has been struggling for many, many years. It's our sister island.
Let's
I'm
pray for
Dominican.
Haiti, man.
We
Pray
gotta
for
pray
Haiti.
for Haiti. We're all human. If we're gonna talk about Cuba, we definitely gotta talk about Haiti. We pray for y'all. We hope
Absolutely,
that
man.
they are able to, push through all this shit. Like ever
Absolutely.
since the earthquake out there and
been
all the
rough,
natural
man.
disasters, bro, that country has not been able to regain any type of
man.
stability.
I remember the church that I was going through. They actually did a mission to Haiti when I was still, going to church, and they said when they came back, their whole perspective and their gratitude towards life was completely different.
Bro, I give it up to the people that go on those missions, because you're really opening yourself up to being kidnapped, robbed, like that. The poverty and the crime is so high out there, and it's so rampant that anybody can get it. You're at risk at all times. So to live in an environment like that, and that's all you experience, bro, it must be like a fight or flight type of time all day. Absolutely. I'm either dead or alive. I'm either, here today, gone tomorrow, like that type of time. And, there's people that live like that in the U.S., but on that type of level where any type of economical growth you have, you're a target to get killed, robbed. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. So prayers to the world, because everywhere is being really,
it's like a test, right? It's like the world is being tested. It's like, bruh, it's like unity, man. We need to be together. We need to pray. We need to really be grateful for every day, because tomorrow is not promised. Just be grateful for all you got, man. Life is beautiful. Learn how to live it, man. Is great, and help each other, man, because it's fucked up out there,
bro. And this is the thing, though. Like, every day we're going to see something that's going to trigger us. We're going to be outraged. We're going to feel some type of way. We're going to feel helpless. Like, sometimes being so informed just makes you feel more helpless than anything. So, like, prayers to people that, like, are tuned into this stuff and their mental health is being affected in a serious way. Like, I know I was peeved at some of the things that I've seen online recently, like women that are getting beaten just for rejecting men.
Did you see the young lady? I know y'all got the Amber Alert on your phones not too long ago. We all got the Amber Alerts. It was a young lady from Jersey. I think they were from Rawway. And she was found, the boyfriend killed her. They found her dead in Virginia. Bro. Yeah, and it was like the Amber Alert that went through all our phones. You know what I mean? And it's like the child was alive, but the mother of the child wasn't. And it's like
a lot of violence against women seen daily. Recently, I've been seeing a bunch of videos that it's women respectfully declining men at their offers and being punched. No, and then there's just videos that circulate online. So they'll be like in New York, they'll be in different places of the world. Women are speaking up about their experiences, that men can't handle rejection. Like, that was the thing that was going around. Like, what's up with men that are being so sensitive and can't handle a woman turning them down? You didn't see the news of the chick that went in to buy a bottle of wine in New York, and a group of kids offered to pay for the bottle. She said no, respectfully.
And they jumped her.
And then they jumped her, bit her forehead.
Yeah.
Beat her up. Like, it was on some crazy shit. Like, how do you guys handle rejection? Like, do y'all handle rejection well?
I just kind of walk away, bro. Like, okay, no, thank you. Maybe when I was younger, I felt more timid and more embarrassed. But as I got older, I understood.
But you never felt angry at them, like,
nah, because I understood that every girl's not gonna be interested in you.
Hell no.
But you got to keep trying to see which one bites. So it's like you're gonna get a bunch of no's, but eventually one of them is gonna be a yeah, and that's gonna be a successful one. So I kind of like took rejection as, okay, maybe the next one is gonna be the one, or if not her, I'm gonna keep trying. Or if not, she gonna holler at me because she see the player.
Hey. Yo, you play the card de que yo estoy bueno también.
Yo estoy bueno, que gusto soy yo. Dime, ¿qué lo que? Papi champú. Hey, le llegaste, la gente va chupita.
Yo, but on a real note, that shit has become a problem. Like, you gotta tell your female friends, your girlfriends, your sisters, even your mother, like, yo, if they come trying to kick it to you,
or get him a taser, like, here.
Yeah, be careful. You also got to tell them, be careful about being kidnapped, being sex trafficked. Like, women are vulnerable to more than just a guy trying to holler at her. You feel me?
You know what's so crazy? Remember the young lady in our city in Patterson that she was found months later in her car?
Absolutely,
it's still unsolved.
Yeah,
that young lady never got justice. So it's like, my ladies, stay safe, stay with your mace. Walk in pairs.
I always be saying that shit. Like, try to walk with somebody.
Walk in pairs, man.
Try to walk with somebody.
Don't if you walking in the street, walk in the middle of the street. Don't walk in the South by yourself, man. Thug life.
Eso es una cosa que se aprende en Santo Domingo primero.
Yeah.
Like, no camine en la orilla, en
the middle of the street, man.
Camina por la calle cuando está de
Sidewalk.
noche. Camina por la calle si tú andas con cosas de valor para que tú puedas caerle. Si alguien viene en un motor. If you hear a motorcycle, te pone chivo de una vez. You're looking around. Tú estás guardando lo tuyo. Like, that's how, there's people on cameras, bro, where they have to have a certain way to hide their things when the guys that are known for robbing people are riding through the neighborhood. You hear the motorcycles, they go, all right. They put, I saw a video of some dude, he took a phone cover, put the phone on the top of some type of ledge of a house. He was close by, you know, buildings over there not too high. So he put it behind there and he was like looking at the cover. The people hopped out, took his thing, thinking it was the phone, and dipped off. When he saw that they were like down the block, took his phone, ran to his crib. They
took
speed
the
off
cover.
with the cover.
Ah, suckers.
Ellos querían brillar y lo brillaron.
The finesser got finessed.
Pero así que la gente tiene que vivir. So like in all forms, you know, the point is be alert, man. Just be alert when you're walking. Like there's times that I try not to look at my phone when I'm walking to my car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we get distracted easily more than ever today, and you're just vulnerable to any of them shit. So en otra noticia, mi gente, le vamos a dejar un mensaje de aquí del Alfa para la gente dominicana. Espérate un segundo que
eso es lo que me hace ser grande cuando me
ellos
dicen,
le preguntaron al
Nos
Alfa.
uno y en vez de atacarnos tenemos que apoyarnos.
bueno, a mí me gustaría que me ataquen más porque eso es lo que me hace ser grande cuando me dicen que no puedo, cuando me dicen que lo que yo hago no está bien, yo viendo los resultados. O sea, entonces yo no comento y me enfoco en ser mejor artista, mejor persona y en hacer la cosa bien. Si te fijas en la historia de la música en la República Dominicana Urbana, tenemos 12 años de carrera intachable. Estamos haciendo la cosa bien. Si te lleva de lo que dice la gente, va para loco. Trabaja fuerte, te emprendí y va a triunfar. Y RD, yao.
Ey, le llegaste, RD. Ey, me gusta echarlo para allá.
Y con eso lo vamos a dejar, mi gente. Gracias por apoyar al show de los Tigres del mediodía. La causa y efecto. The Cause and Effect Podcast. Go to www.causeandeffectpod.com. Get your merch. If you want something like God's favorite dad hats or truckers from Check Your Mental, Jump Out. And thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing. Sigan por ahí, sigan tirando, mi gente, sigan duro.
En un cuarto de cabaña, van a amanecer, los días de tu marido, los días de mi mujer. En un cuarto de cabaña, van a amanecer.
Tú con lo tuyo, yo con lo mío. Si nos juntamos, hacemos